one, Arcserve is a completely channel-driven company. Whatever business that we do in India or across the world, we do it through channel. Channel is the lifeblood for Arcserve. So from a go-to-market perspective, we've been working in India for last 20 years. There are a number of channel partners that we work with, be it as reseller, SIs, global system integrators, right, GSPs, and there are some of the partners who are now specifically working on government projects. I think government is really increasing their overall spending in IT today, and when you look at that, I think there are some very specific channel partners that we focus on who are completely government oriented. From a go-to-market perspective, we've got absolute strong vertical focus on government and public sector at this point of time. We've been predominantly doing very well with SMBs, but even from an enterprise standpoint, we've got some of the large customers in India. Today in India, we've got close to 2,000 plus customers that we manage through this entire channel ecosystem. And what is important for channel is the ease of doing business and profitability. When you look at ease of doing business, I think we make sure that every channel partner is given a deal registration, and on the deal registration we normally stick to. On the second hand, when it looks at profitability, I think our channel program is the one which is one of the most lucrative channel programs. It just not just focuses on profitability from front-end perspective, but it also looks at certain strong rebates and some individual schemes that come across. Just to add to that, we make sure that we educate our partners the same way we educate our employees. So we have the same platform for training all of our partners what we normally train our employees for. It's not just training online, it's training through webinars. We also make sure we do hands-on training and quite a few road shows for these partners. So they are always updated with the newer technologies and newer solutions that we are introducing to the market. UDP is a very unique solution. Most of the people who talk about unified data protection as a term is backup and so BCDR policies, right? Backup and DCDR policies. Most of the people confuse this with a pure play backup, but there is much more to backup, right? A backup is just one good copy of data that you are managing across in your data center. But then when you start looking at applications which are very, very business critical, there are mission critical applications, there are business critical applications, they just can't take a downtime of hours. And when we look at this solution itself, it has got a huge traction. In fact, it's my flagship product at this point of time. Most of the growth that is happening for last 4 years that I'm here with Arcserve has come from my software solutioning, right? And UDP, with the snapshot based technology that we have, extremely fast. Most of the organizations lap it up. So it's the core for our entire solution. Appliances have been lapped up pretty well in India. That's primarily because appliances is a single solution that can take care of backup. This is the only solution that is in the market which can make sure that customer can design their DCDR policies around that. This is an appliance which is souped up with SSDs. It is a dedupe that is added to this. At the same time, if you look at the same appliance can be put across, if you have to look for solutioning around cloud, then it can, from a hybrid perspective, the same appliance can be used as a media server, and that can then connect across to cloud. So we work with Azure, we work with AWS today. In fact, we support a whole range of hypervisors, right? So any cloud solution a customer is looking for, it is easy for all of us to make sure that we can connect through this entire cloud. That's because we support the hypervisors. Entire layer that is around under that hypervisor, it doesn't really matter which hardware you're using. It's completely platform agnostic. And now, from an appliance standpoint, I think customers are lapping it up pretty well. If you look at most of the enterprises are looking at it, and at the same time, government, we've got very good success. So public and enterprises is where most of these large appliances are going across. We tied up with Sophos last year, and within about some 3 to 4 months span that we are working with Sophos, at this point of time, we won the Excellence Award in Cyber Security. The Cyber Security Excellence Award, we took home an award this year in 2020. In fact, that award was announced this week itself, right? This is first week of March, and this is where we got the award. Fundamentally, we actually had beaten some of the best security solutions, some of the coolest guys in the market who've got really futuristic solutions. But then the entire approach towards this was a backup solution, a business continuity solution coming along with Sophos. It worked pretty well. It's because when you look at a ransomware attack, when there's a lockdown of your work that is happening in your organization, what is important is not just how do you prevent this attack, but just to make sure how fast can you come back and get into the business back and stand and start your business. Now this was something which was not possible before, because that security layer that is added across from the appliance today, as I discussed with you, that appliance is a one-fit-all solution, which is an all-inclusive solution. Adding a different layer of security on this, which is Intercept X solution that comes out of Sophos table. It's one of the futuristic solutions that they have, which can actually prevent the whole malware to get in. So that sort of a solution, along with our solution, has joined hands and can ensure a very strong, resilient IT infrastructure today for IT companies.